Hi everyone. I wonder if this is working. Hello. Okay, I think I'm on. Perfect. Hi everyone. I hope everyone had a lovely day today. I am Taylah and I'm going to be continuing our devotional series tonight, talking about how God has revealed himself to us and me this year. This is going to be a bit more of like a testimonial kind of devotion, so I hope you get something out of it. So as I was reflecting and preparing for this devotion, I really actually enjoyed thinking about how God has revealed himself to me this year. I'm the kind of person that really likes reflecting back and looking back on things and what's the word I'm looking for? Just reflecting. I really like reflecting on things of all sorts, and especially how God has moved and worked in my life, and like putting all the puzzle pieces together. I find it really interesting. So I don't even know where to begin because God has done so much through me this year. This has been a really interesting year for me. It's been chaotic. It's just been crazy. So inconsistent, but so fruitful at the same time. I have been super blessed that I've had so much time this year to actually grow my relationship with God through the hardship. So I'm just gonna get into it. So those of you who don't know, I started off this year with a bit of a major surgery, and I also quit my job. So I was in this state of recovery, and I also was unemployed for a few months, and that was really hard on me because I have not a money driven brain, but it's something that I randomly stress about, and that's one of my things that I just freak out about. So that was really hard, and I have family and friends who support me and pray for me and prayed through and with me through that whole season, but it was super hard. And my whole thing Mum kept reminding me, and everyone kept reminding me, was trusting God, and which I thought I did. But little did I know I actually wasn't completely trusting in him. I wanted to stay in control. So I had literally no idea what I was doing. I wasn't studying. I had essentially recovered from my surgery, and I was like, okay, what now? And I had no vision. I had no plan. And we went to C3 Global Conference in Singapore in start of this year. And for me, that was like a super significant time in my life and for this year, because I got so much out of the conference, and it really sparked this, I know I'm called for something bigger, and I know I'm called for something, so I need to find where that something is. And so I kind of felt God tell me, for the rest of this year, you just need to give it to me and trust me. And I have gone this whole year thinking that I have been, but there's been so many times where I have messed up because I'm a human. But through this story, it kind of explains how in my trust, he has made a way for me. So I randomly applied for like a million different education assistant jobs in schools, keeping in mind I had no qualifications for this. I had a bit of experience with some additional needs children through support work I did late last year, but no qualifications. And I somehow got a job at a really good Christian school, and became a relief education assistant. I basically always said I would never go back to school. I would never teach in a school. I would never work in a school. I thought I didn't even like the thought of working with kids. Like, it was completely not even on my mind. And randomly, I got this job, fell in love with it, and I was in such high demand for such a long time. Teachers wanting me in their classrooms, and kids loved me and would be sad if I wasn't there the next day. And it was a feeling that I had probably never felt in my work life before. Because I'm so young, I've had a couple of jobs, but they've been in hospitality and that kind of thing. I've never felt a passion behind my work. And so I started feeling that, and I was like, what is this? Because I had never felt that before. But relief work is super inconsistent. If you know how schools work and stuff, I can get 5 shifts one week, 0 shifts the next week. So I was so grateful for this job, and I was really passionate about it, but I was like, this isn't sustainable. So I went into prayer, and I prayed for a specific job with a specific teacher, specific class, and a certain amounts of days a week, and I got it, and there's a true answer to prayer. Earlier in the middle of this year, I decided to study and get my qualifications for an education assistant, so I had that. And so this week I'm actually completing my prac for it. I've got the job that I prayed for set next year, and it's just insane to see what my life was at the start of this year compared to what my life will be at the start of next year. And it's just insane to see when you actually just trust him and when you actually give it to him, what he can do in it. And now out of this, I have a passion for kids, which I never knew that I had. I have a potential uni degree that I could go into further with this work. And I feel like I've made an impact on people through this job. And so many kids have had an impact on me. And so through this year, God has shown me, you actually do need to trust me and not just say that you trust me. And so I had to remind myself that he has a plan for me. And I'm lucky that I have family and friends that support me and that pray with me. But they essentially were like, this is up to you to trust him. And it's up to you to know that he's got the plan for you, because we can say that he's got a plan for you, but you need to believe it. And as soon as I started believing it, it essentially fell into place. And I get to work in my dream position at a school next year, and I still get to work at church. So it's just been the most amazing thing that I've seen happen in this last year. And I have got a scripture that I reminded myself of a few times throughout this year. And I felt like it was literally God talking directly to me. So it's in Revelations, it's Revelation 3 verse 8. It says, I know all the things you do, and I have opened a door for you that no one else can close. You have little strength, yet you obey my word and did not deny me. And I felt like every time I read that, I was like, oh my goodness, like I do have little strength, but yet I still trusted him. I still said yes to the open doors that he gave me, and nobody can close the door. And I just feel like my encouragement for you tonight is that if God has opened a door for you, that nobody can close it, not even yourself. I essentially couldn't deny the fact that I loved this job and that this was what was meant for me, because my whole life I've gone, I hated school. I don't want to be back in the school. And here I am back in the school. So not even I could close the door. So I just want to encourage you with that tonight. I hope you enjoyed this devotion. I hope you got something out of it. We need to trust in God, and I hope that you exit this year and enter next year with an open heart and open mind and ready to trust in him. So thank you so much for listening to my devotion. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on Sunday.